Hi, welcome to the Daily Spark, day 63 question on Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. Where might I be over attributing meaning to transient states? Where might I be over attributing meaning to transient states? Well, that's my whole life. I'm laughing. It's like, when don't I try to make meaning of every little thing? And when I say make meaning, there's like, I love poetry and I love reading between the lines and what's unsaid and all the things like and connecting dots like from disparate sources and things and concepts. So, of course, like I tend to over attribute meaning to things that are just passing by, transient states. Um, and so I assume what this is talking more about is like when I'm feeling something, and we know that things are always transient. That's just the nature of reality, is a feeling we have or an emotion we're experiencing or exhibiting is like always changing. It doesn't last forever, right? Like it just doesn't last. We go through it for a certain length of time and then it passes. It's transient. And every time I'm feeling something maybe intensely, I'm making meaning out of it. I'm like I'm feeling this because, you know, and it's like over attributing meaning. What's that mean? That's like comparison. So it's like I attribute meaning, but where might I be over attributing meaning? I don't know. It's just like and what even is the purpose of this question is where my mind goes too, because they all sort of have this like underlying little purpose to nudge further in a direction of like um, maybe openness, allowing, um, loosening the grip of identity. So that's kind of like, okay, well, where might this be nudging me in that direction? And it's like maybe just recognizing that these transient states are just that. They will change. This too shall pass. And it doesn't have to mean anything. And sometimes I like this actually a lot because um, I think in my somatic work and trainings, I heard one of the teachers or teaching assistants, I feel like somebody in that context said like the just like, oh, the body's crying right now. We don't even have to say I'm crying. It's like the body's crying. And then I actually just this weekend, one of my practice partners, she said somebody pointed it out to her when she has the ability, she just cries easily, like a lot of us do. Just have like, oh, I'm just crying easily. So somebody kind of reflected to her and said, oh, you have autonomic tears. Like they're just happening. It's just something like moving through, and we don't have to like attach to it and be like, what's that mean? So I have that also where it's just like, oh, this is happening now. Like this laugh, this cry, this whatever. And I don't have to make meaning out of it. And then there's also something recently where if I go through a period of like integration where meaning making is happening, like I've moved some big energy in some way that something shifts and then integration's happening, which means like my own inner dots are connecting. And sometimes meaning bubbles up into the mind because that's what happens. Oh, meaning making is happening. So I do that more and more where it's not like me trying so hard to make meaning out of something that's just passing through. Nowadays, it's more like, oh, meaning making's happening. Oh, I'm doing that again, or it's happening in me again. Like even that too shall pass. So that's kind of where this question takes me. It's like, I think the trick here, or the crux of it, is that over attributing meaning to something that's just passing through. That's the whole like grab, holding on to that emotion and being like, oh, tell me what this is all about. Usually we kind of know, I think, but sometimes we don't know. And then that can be like, oh, I feel so bad and I don't know why. And then we hold so tight to it. So I think that's the nudge, is in that direction of just letting go, loosening the grip, and saying, this too shall pass. And only later, when integration happens, may a meaning, like through that allowing, I'm allowing a meaning to bubble up, like without trying so hard. It keeps it pressed down, right? The integration's not happening. Like, okay, this is moving through. The body's crying, the body's feeling angry, the body's whatever. You just keep going, knowing, trusting, because how it works is like only later can integration happen. Like, can it all just like come back together, click into place, and then bing, a meaning might emerge. And that could be like, oh, huh, yeah, that's what that was about. And that feels so much better than trying so hard. So, what about you? Where does this take you? Hmm? What do you do with those transient states? Do you even recognize that they're transient? I'm sure you do, because we all live with that phrase, this too shall pass, whether or not we believe it. I think at some point, it becomes a phrase because there's a truth there. And it's like, we've got to feel it for ourselves, though. It's like the practice of not reacting right away, like creating a gap between stimulus and response. And through that is where we recognize, oh, it is transient. There's a gap here where I'm not reacting. The immediate clutch onto the thing that keeps it stable. But does it? No. But we perceive that to be so. So it's like, where can we widen that gap between stimulus and response so that, oh, that thing can keep moving without me trying to assert my identity into it? Like, yeah, let me know. Bye.